Can I hear myself? Can I hear myself? Yes. Alright, I'm gonna actually pull up chat on my phone. Yeah, I also gotta copy this, get this going. Let me see if I actually went to the channel. Oh yeah, it did. Nice. Okay. I need to see chat. Okay, I'm gonna have chat on my phone this time instead of on the side of the screen. I hope it's gonna be feasible. Tag that. I kind of just woke up and made coffee, and now I'm free this morning, so I'm gonna work on Tombstone a little bit. And let me make sure I'm also recording. Yes, I am. Okay. Um, yeah, so I started making, I started spawning a bunch of bots to see how the game would run with like 1,000, 2,000 players. And let's just say it's been eye-opening how unoptimized everything was. So a huge culprit was like the buff system and like status effects and stuff was like really unoptimized because just sending that, like for example the soak status, we have a soak status which kind of like ticks down every time you're out of water, or every tick you're out of waters, and that sending that for 2,000 people all the time caused huge lag spikes. So I improved that by a ton already, and now I'm working on combat. And yeah, let's not do 2,000, let's do 1,000 players. It's basically just me logging in with my account and then copying my player, so I don't have to like, make a proper mock-up, even though I probably should. Adding statuses and consumables by default for testing that. Right, I also have to deprofile. Oh man, my phone chat actually does not stay open. I have to change my settings so it just stays on. I wonder if there's a quick way to change that. Guess I'll just do it through the settings. Like I have the screen attention thing where it's like if you're just looking at it, but it's not like I'm gonna put my phone in front of my face. Okay, this will do for now. Okay, so hopefully I notice chat open and stuff. If this doesn't work, I'll just use the on-screen one. Because I think for streaming, like you definitely need like at least 2 monitors or a separate screen or something. Anyway, let's I took a peek at this like briefly yesterday, and the combat code is pretty not great. It's not amazing. Oh, I forgot to turn this on. It's a lot of garbage, like a lot of garbage being generated. See, I need a better place to put my phone actually. Okay, so here's my boy, and then once I hit this, it'll spawn 1,000 of me, and hopefully do really bad things. So yeah, these are the lag spikes. So our game runs on like our personal game ticks, which is every zero point 0.4 seconds. Similar to like RuneScape has like zero point 0.6. Um, and this editor is struggling to spawn them all. Yeah, oh right, because I set them to start fighting each other right away so I could test the combat, and yeah, if you can tell, yeah, 141 kilobytes of garbage, which I don't know if that's a lot normally, but in the context of all these other zeros, and yeah, it's a lot of garbage from the combat state. Yeah, it's not great. Okay, it's my line of sight code. Getting the tiles under a line. Okay, so I think I know why this is happening. Oh my god, this editor froze. I'm just gonna shut it down. Maybe it'll time itself out. But yeah, I just got a new CPU too. And it's been running great, but even it can't handle this combat going on, which is kind of funny. Yeah, so I tend to usually optimize this. Um, the left side is the server and the right side is the client. So I attempt to optimize the server one first, and then I'll do the client afterwards. Okay, I might have to like reopen this honestly. Yeah, I've been doing some like crazy optimizations, like not too crazy, but like really micro optimizing things, like not putting a list count in a for loop and things like that, like caching it before the loop, and just small things like that make a huge difference at the scale. All right, I gotta crash this because it's just ridiculous right now. Yeah. Okay. Um. Yeah. I recently I gotta find it on my phone because I saw like a different kind of algorithm for kind of like finding all the tiles under a given line for 2D and more efficient code. So I'm wondering if I could just easily switch to that and then see how that goes. Which is, I think right now I'm using Bressenham's line algorithm, I think it's called. And it's great, but maybe I'm just not using it right, honestly. We'll see. I forget. I haven't made this code since I first made combat. I haven't touched this code since I first made combat, so yeah. It's probably pretty bad. A lot of things I did was just to like get it in and working first, and then, you know, optimize it later. That's how I usually tend to go with this, since, it's a hobby project. I got, no time limit essentially doing these things, so I could just take as much time as I need to optimize stuff and work on the game. Oh, so this is the spawning code actually. And then yeah, you just attack a player. So they all just attack each other. Actually, another weird thing I noticed is that none of them were getting rendered. Like, it's supposed to render up to 50 players at a time, but it's not rendering any, so I don't know what that's about. I guess I'll figure that out later. Okay, I gotta open this up on my computer actually. How do I send a page to my computer? That would be really useful. Alright, I'm just gonna look it up. Play text. Ray tracing on a grid. That's what I'm looking for. Alright. So, yeah. It's this one, like generating the most, and then this. Yeah, it's this one. Tile utils. Get tiles. Have a lot of tile related stuff, if you could tell. Tiles underline. Okay, here it is. Okay, so I am actually like using this. I think this is where I found it before. Okay, so the algorithm works with any input coordinates. Okay. Error is 0. Okay, I think this is pretty much exactly the same. Okay, so I'm guessing the garbage is making all of these things where I should actually be like doing something with them instead of returning it. Which does make sense. Flooring it. B, get dx and dy. Okay, it's not exactly the same, so maybe I'll try just switching it over. I actually have a line of sight tester. I forgot about this. Line of sight test. Okay, I need 2 things. B. So there's 1. Oh, whoops. I'm actually not moving the right one. It just kind of like draws all the things just to make sure it works. And then, man, Unity has this freaking scene bug where I can't move the scene at all. I can't drag. I'm middle clicking right now, and I can't drag it around. And it happens too often. Um, yeah, it happens too often, and it's super annoying. But what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Not use Unity, preferably. Oh my god, here we have our first bot. Our first promo bot. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try... I think I want to try this one. Maybe. So int dx, absolute value of... Okay, let me... I think I could just pass in the actual tile positions. Whatever. I'll just do this. This is fine. So dx is mathf.abs x1, which I guess is pos b, oh, b.x minus a.x, b.y. Okay, this is the same. Into x equals a.x, y equals a.y, int n equals 1 plus dx plus dy, int x increment is this one? Right, if this is like if b is greater than a, then use 1. Wait, mine is flipped. Okay, I'm just gotta change it then. Oh wait, no, this is actually right. I just flipped it on the side. So y increment is 1, otherwise it's negative 1 dy. I love math. Int error dx minus dy, dx times equals 2, dy times equals 2. Okay, so I already had the error here. I also had this there. I mean, everything else pretty much looks the same. Is this a thing? Or is this just C++ stuff? N is greater than 0. Minus minus n? Oh. Oh crap, I had no idea you could do this in C#. Or at all, honestly. If error is greater than 0, x plus equals as x increment, error minus equals dy. Else, y plus equals y increment, error plus dx. Plus equals dx. And then here's where I actually visit the tile. So I guess I'll just return this for now so it behaves the same. And then return the tiles. I'm just gonna get rid of this. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna It's not gonna make a huge difference, probably. Might as well compile that one too. Okay, this is a way thicker boy. It's like I feel like the line is thicker than the other one. I'm actually not sure if I like it, but maybe this is the right way it should be done. Okay, so that would be in the center. This is the center. Sure, we'll go with that. I wonder if it has any difference at all. Let's see. Probably not. Still probably generates a ton of garbage. It's not that root of the problem, but okay, let's spawn 1,000. See, hopefully I could just shut this editor off now, so it doesn't freeze again. Oh my god, is the Fmod one stuck now? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this. Yeah, it's still bad. I had nothing to do with it. So it's adding with the resize that's causing a ton of problems, and then GC Alec is probably from all of the line visiting. All of the, like, returning. So instead of returning, I should probably just visit the line and do something with it. So yeah, I'm just gonna undo this and leave it how it was before. It's because I like making minimal changes to existing things. Alright, so okay, so here I just need a callback. So system.action. Can I just do like a x, y, and int. Visit. So here instead of tiles, it'll be a void. Don't have tiles, don't have tiles. And then here, just call visit dot invoke. Well, it would always be there. That's why. Wait, why am I doing that? Yeah, I might just do this. There you go. Yep. Okay, so basically, instead of this, I need to do get tiles underline from there to there, and then have the X, Y, and then do this. this, then do float 2. Okay, I wonder if this will work. I'm actually not sure how this is gonna work in here, because it's... Wouldn't it be in the scope of this? Like, wouldn't it be in the scope of this? So I guess this should be a predicate then. So we could exit early. Okay, I will... I'm gonna worry about that in a second. I just want to see if it still, like, draws correctly, which it probably does. But yeah, even if it's a predicate though, change this to a predicate. One type argument, so now it has to be a tuple. Like that. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. And then if not, then break here. But even if it's a predicate, I still have to kind of know here. So like bool exited early. Or I guess result equals true. So by default it's true, and then you do this stuff in there. So maybe I should just get this right now. Then, just to be safe. Tile map. And this tile map manager is just for like compiling all the collisions and stuff in the scene. So I actually don't even need the loop. I just need to check. Damn, so this also takes in a vector too. Maybe I can make one where it's just... I kind of has to, because tile maps use vector 3-ins. That's kind of annoying. Okay, so whatever. Why do I feel like this is gonna cause the same amount of garbage? Wait, what? Does not take 2 arguments? Like this? Is it like this? How the heck do I make a... Oh, okay. Okay, I think I also want to return the opposite of this. So it has collision, and you return has collision. Not has collision, so it continues on. I guess this could just be the result. Not has collision, they just return the result. And here you would return the result. I hope. Okay, this looks like it's still working correctly. But as you can see, the line is not as thick as the other one, as the other algorithm. Which I don't know, I feel like I prefer, but maybe it makes less sense. I don't know. Yeah, let's try this out. What did I forget? Alright. To play. Return, just gonna return true so it always draws. Okay, I mean it looks fine. Let's see how it performs. 100 kilobytes of garbage. That's actually insane how much garbage that is. Like relative to everything else that I do. Like the other day I was trying to, when I was doing the buffs, trying to optimize the buffs, I had like 200 bytes of garbage that I got rid of. It's because the 0 is just so nice. And I was worried about that when I have 200 kilobytes of garbage in combat, so that goes to show you. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's a crazy ass bird outside cooing. Little dove. Okay, can I turn this off? Hopefully it doesn't freeze. Okay, good. Let's see. Is it better? Oh my god, it's actually... It actually got rid of all the garbage. That's honestly insane. I thought it would generate more garbage because I'm creating new vectors right here. Okay, that's fine. I'm not caching them, I guess, so I'm not creating lists of stuff, so that's probably why. Alright, well that's very nice to see. Let's compare it to this one again. It was what? Target line of sight. The target line of sight. 120 kilobytes and 37 milliseconds. Target line of sight. Wait, I lied. It's still freaking slow. Oh, okay, yeah. There it is. It's even worse now. Oh my god. So I just like delegated it to here instead of here. Oh man. Oh man. I wonder if tile maps have anything more efficient than this, which I highly doubt they do. So now I'm thinking probably the best way to optimize something like this would be, I don't know, maybe cache my own grid with just X's and Y's. with just 2 ints instead of whatever, like all the other junk that's in here. Because it's using a vector 3, so it's already wasting an int here. And then I think everything else is just properties. So it's actually not that bad, it looks like. Yeah, it's just 3 ints anyway, so it actually should not be that bad. I just need a more efficient way of trying to convert it to a vector 3, and I guess. Damn. It's funny, it's actually worse. That's crazy. Oh my god, here is 175. How is it that much worse though? Am I creating like... I'm creating a new vector here, and then I'm also creating a new vector 3 here. Absolutely insane. I think I could probably slightly improve this by making it like this. And then casting it, maybe. That's what I do everywhere else. And I'm also making this and this. In each of the maps. Oh man. Horrendous. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I probably need to, like I said before, like store my collisions better instead of relying on a tile map for it. And then just pass an X and a Y and then have that be like the list of collisions. But that's kind of a huge change for how things currently work. Because I am using tile maps for everything, including collision maps. Okay, so I need to somehow... Tile position, vector 3, and Florida int. Okay, I think I remember why I'm doing this. It's because if we go into the main island, there's like a barber shop and a mini game area, and those are put on their own tile maps as prefabs, and then those tile maps are kind of like offset. Let me see if I can show you. Why is all these gizmos just turn on and off whenever they feel like, honestly? I'm not sure why. Okay. And I can't even drag around the freaking scene. It's so frustrating. Okay, house. Yeah, this one. And it has its own grid. And because this, like, this is offset, that means this is actually offset. So that's why I need to make this conversion so it actually gets the correct position of the tile map. So hmm. So this is what's actually doing the offset from this tile position to this. Hmm. Yeah, I think maybe one of the better ways to do this is to do this once and cache it in here, probably. Like instead of using a straight up tile map, like I have a data structure, and then I have the tile map in there, and then I have, some calculated world to cells, but then I can't move things around at runtime, which I don't think I'm doing anyway, but I don't know if that's like a freedom I'm willing to lose. I guess it's fine because all the dynamic obstacles are their own game objects and not actual tile maps, so maybe it's okay if a tile map itself. Hmm. Okay, I think something that I can do. Actually, no, I can't because it's relying on the tile map. I was gonna say like I could kind of factor this in into here, but can't do that. Let me see if they have anything new because I have not looked at this tile map like code in a while. I haven't done anything tile map related. So maybe they have something new in this Unity version that might help me out. Doesn't look like it though. Looks all the same to me. Layout grid? Damn, yeah. I don't know. So convert it to a cell position, then this is actually what it's looking for. Hmm. Okay, I guess it's time to do some research on how to improve this. I think my code is just not like super optimized because this is a vector 3 and then I'm converting that like to another vector 2 and then this center is also making another vector 2. Not really. It's kind of just adding it. So maybe that one's fine, but I feel like I'm just doing so many vectors. Whereas I just need to simplify, like just have one check. I feel like this is impossible to avoid though, since it's just based on the town map. Okay. Get interaction position. This is for like fishing spots. Yeah. That have huge colliders, so it needs to just move to the closest thing on the fishing spot and then do its thing. Okay, so since this is... Oh, right, yeah, I also did this because the boss is kind of... has their own collider. Well, controller entity, get interactions. This is my move closest to whatever. And okay, so what I'm thinking a little bit is to make like a vector invariant of this. So I can just pass that directly. Call get tiles. A, B, and then visit. Oops. My god, please. Visit. Okay. And then it'll run that for these. So maybe here I could somehow just convert this directly. Yeah. Okay, I actually remember why I did this, so I guess I could show you guys. So this is like kind of the boss here, this computer, and then you got like this whole room that tries to kill you basically. So the boss itself, I wish I could click on it. Like, why? How did Unity break their scene view? Like, that's actually insane to me. Oh my god. But anyway, sorry, it's like super frustrating sometimes. Okay, so this actually spawns. Okay, so like, there's actually collision here. Like, if I open up this collision, like that's collision, and this is also collision. That means these tiles are occupied. But since the computer is actually on the collision, it will detect, um, like it's not in the line of sight because of its tile. I guess, actually, now that I think about it, I guess what I can do for that specifically is just ignore the tile that they're on. But then it's also like, what if I have like a, I don't know, like a big ass boss monster. There's a bunch of tiles in front of it. Hmm. I mean, I guess I could specify how many tiles in front to ignore, but that just seems kind of janky. Or, I think some games actually put, like let's say the real position, like in front, but then they fake the visual, so it's kind of up here. I feel like that makes more sense. And then this is like the area that you attack, and everything calculated from this position instead of that one. Hmm. This is tough. Yeah, this whole setup right now is just doesn't work well, and it's obviously not performing at all. So I need to. It's actually like so badly, um, like non-performant that I have to just do it this way. Like this is the position is the least of my problems for that guy. I need to make it work really, really fast first. I think that's the solution. So, yeah, actually spawns it there. Alright, let's go back to the tutorial. Okay. So I think I'm okay with that. So instead of this, we're gonna do vector 2 int controller tile position. There you go. I feel like this could also be improved. Like instead of getting it every time, yeah, it just makes a new thing and then floors the ends. I feel like this is something I could do with like a ref extension, not extension, but something. Like I could probably make that better too. Anyway, that's that. And then instead of this, I have to do target dot tile position to that guy. I wonder if just that is gonna improve anything. Because that way I completely get rid of that vector 2 I'm making. So two vector 2's being created, and then also this getting floored. So two vector 2 ints also being created and garbage collected. So, yeah. I don't know how much fun this optimization stuff is to watch, but it's definitely fun to kind of work out my brain a little bit and learn new things about like C sharp and optimization and stuff. Alright, let's see how this goes. So before 120 and 30, about 38. Make sure to turn off this clone. There are still lag spikes. Um, Let it run a little bit. Okay. It's still generating a shitload of garbage. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess I was wrong. So is target in line of sight generating a shitload of garbage again? Why is it higher now than it was before? I don't know why in this instance it was like almost lower. Whatever. I guess this is kind of like the more accurate norm, I guess. I'll turn it off. Thank you. Take a new screenshot of that. So this looks like a better baseline anyway. So much garbage. Like, why? Alright, I guess this is the next one to optimize, because the hell? It's, oh my god. So it's like, I'm checking a collision, converting it to a vector 2, and then here I am converting it back to a vector 3, and like, oh my god. Alright, so I'm gonna do the same thing for this that I did for the other one. I'll just cast these down here. Yeah, so I'm gonna use this now. Which means I don't think I could. Like now here I have to actually make the vector 2 int, which is what I was trying to avoid. But you know what? I'll worry about it turning to ints later because it's not gonna work this way. Or maybe I could try this. Maybe I can make one. Oh yeah, can I just do this? Why didn't I think of this? Why can't I just do v dot x is x and then v dot y is y and then pass this through instead of making a new one every time? Why didn't I think of this? Is this gonna work? So I can just keep reusing this one instead of just making a new one. Yeah. Oh my god, why didn't I think of that? Alright, so that's that. And then this one would be not the tuple anymore, now it's a tile position. Oh, so these are all tile positions. This is now a tile position. And it's still being freaking wasted here by this, but alright, let's see if that does anything. Okay, what's wrong with this? Oh, right. Tile pause. Dot X. Dot Y. Yeah, I wonder if I could do the same thing for this, but I doubt it. Highly doubt it. Okay, this still looks good. What happens if it's 0? Okay, it's all good. I hope this is gonna help. Oh shoot. Okay, I was about to say 175 and 30. Oh my god. Horrendous. Okay, spawn. Wait, is that an improvement I see? It's still spiking a little bit, but did it actually improve now? It looks like it improved a little bit at least. Okay, it's still freaking awful, but it's still terrible. Let's be honest. I'm coping a little bit. Oh, and it went up to 175 again. What? Where's the garbage, dude? Maybe I just don't know enough. Like, maybe I gotta like learn more C# stuff, cause like where's the like I know it's coming from here, creating these, and then maybe this. Oh my god. I guess it's this too because it's checking if something exists there. And here I'm actually getting the tile, which also allocates, I assume. Like all of this stuff allocates. I wonder if I could use this to my advantage though. Yeah. It looks like I just really need to I just need to like cache my own like collision grid instead of relying on Unity's because this is not it. This is not working out. How did this not save any garbage at all? Like, how is that possible? Could it be like that I'm not actually generating garbage and this is actually just coming from Unity's API? Is that what's going on? Is that what this indicates? Like, is Unity just generating all this garbage? Because this is calling a bunch of times. World to sell. Oh, so I'm guessing it does not generate garbage. So where's... Okay, hold on. We're just looking at the wrong place? Or is this just like a sum of everything in here? Is target in line of sight? My guess is that since this is kind of like this is kind of nested, that's why it's showing up here now instead of here. So I'm guessing maybe it's all this. Is the world to sell stuff happening here? Oh my god, dude. This has 7,000 calls, which is insane. That's gonna get optimized later too. Alright, it looks like I really just need to make my own collision caching. Because none of these things are working. You know what I'm gonna try? I'm gonna try to stash everything that we've done so far. I'm gonna stash everything and see if it actually goes back down to 125 or whatever it was before. Or if I actually made it worse. Just want to make sure. Okay, now they start fighting each other. It's still spiking, still pretty bad. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I made it worse somehow. Because now it's 120 versus this 175. Okay, so this is actually the true baseline. Okay, I think I traded garbage for um CPU speed, whatever it's called, the time MS, because the time MS is higher, but the garbage is less. Man, what's real garbage is this. Is this code that I made. That's the true garbage. Okay, I think this is way more helpful that it's like in here and I can see exactly where the garbage is coming from. And then this too, like what is this? So it's actually adding to the list. That's adding so much garbage. Maybe I'll just try improving that first. Maybe I could still also do the little trick here. Where's v.x? Then just add it. resizing is what's really messing it up. So I kind of need to like predict the amount. I guess I can use tile distance for that. Or I should say A and B. What? Okay. Yeah, so I pre-cache it with like an approximate size from there to there. Then I make this thing. I don't know. Let's just try it. Like I don't know at this point. I really think making the custom collision grid is probably the best approach. It's definitely the best approach, I think, but doesn't hurt to fix stuff right now. Is it still frozen? What's going on with this? Can you hurry up? No, like legit, why is this one frozen? Oh boy. Oh boy. Freaking editor keeps freezing. I could also use the collection cache that Fishnet provides. That might be useful. Do this window. Start fighting. Still spiking pretty bad. Okay. Okay, so that actually made a kind of a good improvement. Like the total tiles under line went from 100 to 76. So it's legit just the list adding. Alright, I'm gonna screenshot this too. Since that's an improvement, finally an improvement. Alright, and now I'm gonna try this capacity. I wonder if collection caches has this to it. Dot retrieve list. Can I set a capacity? No, I cannot. Let me see if this actually does anything better. And then I also have to store it again once I finish with it. before returning, so it can actually be reused. Alright, let's see if that does anything. Just curious. Okay. Talking or is too low? Can you hear me now? Sorry, I have the chat on my phone, so hard for me to notice in the messages. Looks like my mic gain is all the way up, but I just put my mic next to my mouth. Hopefully that's better. Alright, let's see. Oh my god, I actually reduced the garbage by a ton. Target line of sight was 90, and now it's 15. Beautiful. We'll let it run a little bit again. Okay. Now it's 20. 20 and 40. That's fine. So where's it coming from now? Oh, okay, I see. So it's the list creation that was actually causing all the garbage. Nice. So now this dictionary is the problem. And then we'll worry about performance. Okay. That's great. That's a huge improvement over the first two. So all I needed to do all along was that stupid thing. I don't know why I thought the structs like being created over and over again. That's maybe what's doing the, what's it called? The performance hits. But the list getting created over and over again, yeah, that makes sense now that I think about it. Okay, good. I think I'm gonna just push that since that took a minute. I'll get rid of the stash changes. Actually, I need to make this editor only, so I don't forget. Approved. Tiles underline. LOLs GC. Okay, that's one. And now this dictionary is target in line of sight. Dictionary loop is this. Dictionary try get value. Oh, that's probably in here, huh? Try get tile? Wait, where's the dictionary in here? Is target in line of sight? Scene. Oh, it's the tile map manager. Oh, it's a good thing I didn't leave that return in because not all maps have this actually. So why is this generating so much garbage though? Probably, yeah, it's probably all these maps, all these arrays of tile maps. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Then it's equating scene handles, so it's actually comparing. Alright, let me turn this into a for loop as well, because I found that that's much better. And then also this, another micro optimization I've been improving. So if it has any collision at this tile, okay, I think this method I do want to duplicate. Tile position. Then cast it. Let me see if my mic is better. Let me see if my mic is better. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, let me cast these. And this one's returned. Has any collision, tile position. Okay. So it just goes directly to this without creating a new thing. Um, is this really the only dictionary? Could I just not be clearing this? Wait. I'm removing it. Hold on, I just want to honestly double check. Whatever. Who cares about spelling? Okay, so it's comparing scenes to the instances, which there should only be one manager, because there's only one scene active. Yeah, looks like that's the main issue. This These also could be for loops. Alright, let's see if that did anything. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Delete this. Take a screenshot of this, see how much it's gonna change. If it's gonna change at all. But if it's the actual tile map manager, then I probably need to maybe move it to its own like collision map manager or something, so it's not getting all the tile maps when it doesn't need them. And remember, this is still just like 1,000 players. Imagine 2,000, which is, I mean, my goal is 1,000 per server for this game. Like, I doubt it's ever gonna get that high, but yeah. Okay, so it's still not amazing. Line of sight 1941. Line of sight 1430. I wonder if that's because. Okay, it looks like it gets higher over time. 1943. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Dictionary garbage is still there. All right, let me check the tile map instances. Tiamat instance 0. Yeah, that's what I figured. So it's actually just getting the maps that's what's making it so heavy. All right, let me try. Going to try removing the roof because I don't think I have any roofs right now, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm just gonna try getting rid of these. And if it goes down at all, then that's probably the case. Although, I don't know, because the array is empty, so I'm not sure if this would make much of a difference. I guess we'll see. I'm sorry, I'm texting right now. Still texting, just give me 1 second. Okay, let's see if this makes any difference. What I don't understand is, let me see. Like, why would this generate garbage? Because it exists, right? Like, the manager exists, it's not creating a new manager, so why would the get value do that? I don't know. no clue. Okay, hopefully that just shuts off on its own. Yep. Yeah, it's still allocating 19 kilobytes. Find entry. Object equality comparer. Okay, so it didn't actually make a difference, which is what I figured at the very least. And this editor freaking freeze again. Dude, why does this editor keep freezing? It's so annoying. Okay. What's the problem? Dictionary. Try get value. GC. Oh, it's boxing. I actually don't override anything. It says something about overriding equals, but I don't override anything in here. Right, because it is calling this dot equals. And I'm not using, oh, I am using a struct actually. It's scenes. So I'm confused. Then I can't do anything about it because I can't edit the scene file. Though I assume they have their, yeah, they compare handles. They already handle it pretty well in here. It looks like they handle it well enough. They have their own equals. Does it have I equatable? Does not have I equatable. So maybe it's boxing by default. Huh. So maybe I'll just use the handle then? I wonder if that'll do anything. Yeah, handle's an int. Dot handle. Get rid of this. I wonder if that could be it. I honestly don't know. Never tried this. Dot handle. handle actually. Returns M handle, and this is just an, okay, it's just a regular int property. Should be easy enough. Dash state. If this actually changes something, then that means all of these things will be improved just by that one change. This is why I said before it would kind of be like a huge change to adjust the tile map manager, because I'm using it in a ton of places. What's wrong now? Okay. Now it's going through the other assemblies. Handle. Dot handle. Okay. Alright. Let's see what this do. Okay. Oh my god, that was it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. Oh yeah, yeah, I gotta fix this one too. But yeah, that's good. I'm glad. I'm not glad that this editor keeps freezing. I can't handle it. Yeah, that's something on the client side that I need to handle. Like, if the guy or whatever, if the character's not being rendered, then probably should not show hit splats for them either. Or, I guess you should, like if they're attacking you. Yeah, this thing is just frozen right now. But that's great. Though, it doesn't have 900. It's supposed to have 1,000, so let's see what happens. It's supposed to be 1,000 entries. Okay, there we go. But yeah, it's improved the time as well. Okay, is this guy finally done lagging? No, in fact it is not. But yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna push this. I wonder actually, I feel like I'm using this scene as a key elsewhere. So maybe I just shouldn't do this. Are those a client? Blah, let me close everything. Scene. Instance. Scene, that's fine. Gotta do this, maybe. Oh, yeah, the physics manager, too. Alright, so I'm just gonna change this real quick to an int. Is this one still frozen? Oh my goodness. Dot handle. Dot handle. I'm pretty sure handle is like the unique identifier for it, right? Yeah, equals. Oh, it actually does use like the boxing thing. Okay. If that's what it's called. Yeah. That's one thing. Where else am I using this? Scene var instances as well. Yeah. Get rid of this namespace. Dot handle. Dot handle. Dot handle. Okay, where else? Let me just get them all out. Alright, that looks good. Oh boy, this editor. Definitely gotta optimize the client side. That's probably what's going on now. Is rendering way too many hit splats probably. Because hit splats are relatively not heavy, but they have to spawn in with the addressable and then they have to check for like a cosmetic hit splat and then yeah. I wish I could like catch where it's freezing. That would be perfect. It could also be the sounds. That's another thing. It could definitely be the sounds as well. Because every time something gets hit, ignore. Every time something gets hit, it plays a sound, and it should not do that for unrendered entities. So this new unrendered thing is brand new. Oh, I don't know if it's the best approach. Um, but yeah, we'll see. It just seems to save a ton of memory and stuff and CPU time. Where it's basically just render, I think 50. I put it at 50, so we only render like 50 players at a time. Um, and obviously if they're important, like, if they're in your party, they will always be rendered, guaranteed. If it's you, you will always be rendered, things like that. I should probably put a clause in there uh, for you, for your attacker or something, like your combat. Var condition, scene.handle. Yeah, I hope this doesn't have other implications. But I guess we will see. That's the alpha, baby. The game is an alpha for a reason. I really need... I had to get some food and water. Oh my god. Okay. So let's just... everything works, right? I'm pretty sure that's not gonna make a huge deal. Mhm. Um, yeah, and turn optimized combat LOS. All right, that's good. That's good. Still got 5 KB somewhere. All right, it's from this thing, which I could probably easily get rid of because I already optimized the buffs elsewhere. But let's take a 5-minute break. If anyone's watching, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Let's see, I'm just gonna write it here in big letters. 5 minutes. All right, be right back. right on time. I am back. All right. Guess we should change the hit splats, but honestly, I kind of want to eat in peace. So let's watch something while I eat. What are we gonna watch? Let's watch Daniel Sirachi. I was watching one of his previous broadcasts.
Do you play a lot of
Past broadcasts. He just plays like horror games, like janky horror games. If you're into
We
that
have
kind of
all
stuff,
9
then this is
empty
a great
cans.
channel.
Huh?
Let me make it.
Note from parents. Sam, dear, we'll be gone for a week. Don't starve to death and don't set the house on fire during this time. Be a grown-up boy.
Yeah, shout
I
outs
think
to
we can
Dan
already trust you in the house
Sirachi.
because you're already 29 years old. Oh, no.
I'm gonna mute myself now and eat a little bit. So be right back.
The circus has left and forgot the clowns, as you know. From March 25th to April 29th, the famous circus came to the city. The townspeople greeted him with joy and saw him off with excitement. And now, when the events had become nothing more than memories, the editors began to write about persecution by clowns. Some townspeople believed they were being chased by clowns. What is this, mass nostalgia or psychosis? We can only guess. Anyone here ever have a fear of clowns? Or clown experience? Now I need to go see Lily at the gas station. Oh God. You know what they say, if you haven't had a fear of clowns, you are a clown. Why do you have a fear of owls? And whales? To be honest, I'm curious to know how sex with a clown. Like, are we talking like sexy clown? Or are we talking like sad clown? Are we talking like, you know, Ringling Brothers? You know, like honk their nose and the flower squirts kind of. How do I leave? Oh God, Jesus Christ. Why is this tinnitus machine over here? I need to stop asking questions I don't want answers to. Have we really not done all these damn cans yet? Oh look, it's Batman. Hi, Jade. Note from Emma's friend. Mally says that a couple of days ago she heard a creepy laugh near her house. Creepy laugh? Are they ghosts? No, I'm sure, Emma, but on the way to school she saw a clown following her. Clown? What kind of joke? Yeah, I think she's haunted by ghosts or crazy. I heard a creepy laugh earlier. Remember That? Where? Did we get all the cans yet? Can we go? Oh, place the can back in the storage room. Okay, or don't. Under stairs? That's the note from the parents. That's not cans. That's a note too. What the fuck is our toilet made out of? It looks like it's made out of stuff that like a mortar and pestle is made out of. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. At least the kitty liked it. Dude, what the fuck? Where is this last can? That's definitely not porcelain, dude. That is not porcelain. Wait, this wasn't open before, right?
Alright, I'm back. I finished eating. Let me make sure my mic is good. Make sure my mic is good. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I don't know why my mic is super low sometimes. I'm like, it's like in my mouth right now. Just, no, not literally, but you know what I mean. Pause. Okay. Whatever, that'll do. Can I have other music without getting copyright? Royalty-free radio, is that a thing? I just want something else. Yeah, I'm like kind of amazed by this. I wonder if someone suggested it to on Unity. It's like Unity scene equatable. Joaquim. I feel like I've seen this guy somewhere. Well, obviously on the forums, but like, I wonder if he did a talk or something. Sounds familiar. And that name Joaquim is just like so cool sounding. Yeah. Sure results with scene. I'm like surprised. I guess not many people have this have the same situation as I do. But I'm surprised they don't like no one said anything about it. But yeah, whatever. Good to know, I guess. All right, let's do the freaking hit splats. So basically, I guess right here, you don't want to add it if it's not, if the entity is not rendered. Do I have a reference? Yeah, entity dot visuals dot was rendered is player visuals, and player visuals dot was rendered, then just return. So this way, if they aren't being drawn, then it won't spawn like 1,000 freaking hit splats. That's probably for the best. I think it should be that simple. Hopefully it's still good. Alright, let's test. Massive spawnerino. Still lagging like hell. It could be the incoming RPCs about the hits, about like the incoming damage. Yeah, see, it still spawned a shitload of hit splats. And now it's probably frozen, which is fantastic. Is player visuals and not rendered, then return. It's weird because sometimes it's... Oh, sorry. I don't have chat open on my phone. Hold on. It is not connecting to my Twitch chat on my phone. Hold on. How? Why is this so difficult just to open my freaking chat? Okay, there we go. Okay. So yeah, this is not, it's not great. So it's not the hit splats. I'm just gonna take this out for now, because I just want to like localize the problem. It's getting added once you take damage. On damage taken is invoked everywhere. Or listened to, I should say. Oh, this one. I wonder if I need like a custom observer or something so I could not even send the RPC to people who don't really care about it. Yeah, because it's still frozen. That's what's crazy about it. It's like, why is it still frozen? Is it running out of memory or something? Like, what the hell's going on? Not responding. No shit. Okay. Maybe I'll try to pull up a profiler. Like a standalone profiler, and see if I could find the issue. Because it is a lot of stuff going on. It's an attack, it's a sound, it's a hit splat, it's just a lot of things happening. As you can see, there's a ton of listeners for when damage is taken. So yeah, there's sounds, targeting, buffs specifically. Let me see what this does actually. Alright, so this is on the server. So it soaks an enemy if they do water damage. Yeah, but sounds in general are all here. And it's playing an attack sound. Yeah, why am I doing this? That's a good question. But I also don't want to... So if as, that's pretty much means as server. I just like to shorten it. Do it and invert the if a little bit. So if damage dot attacker dot try get component out player visuals and player visuals dot was rendered just return. So don't even play sounds for unrendered people. Yeah, that's true. Why am I playing the attacker sound on this guy? Doesn't make much sense, does it? But whatever. Doesn't matter right now. And this visual, what does this do? um, Projectiles, handles projectiles. Not a huge deal because there are no projectiles going on right now, but that probably will be something to consider later. Um, yeah, I'm guessing it's the sounds because sometimes that box pops up where it's like fmod is deinitializing or something like that and it just never goes away. Or it takes a very long time to go away, so maybe it's just too many sounds happening at once. I don't want to burst nobody's eardrums, that's for sure. Let's see now. Okay. Hope? Is there hope? There's hope. Okay, this is just increasing. 67. Okay, so that's a memory leak right there. Oh no, it's not. It goes up to 70. Actually, it's still going up. Alright, well, that fixed that. Thankfully. Oh my god, it's so loud. Oh my god. I'm so sorry about that, if anyone's listening. Hold on, I have an email, important email real quick. Okay, never mind. Not that important. But yeah, I guess it was the sounds. It is so loud. I don't know. I gotta figure out what to do with that as well. I wonder if there's a way to limit like the sound with fmod. Okay, so where did it end up at? 73? My guess is at 73 because that's how many, um, that's like out of 1,000 people. So now if I put this back, Yeah, this should handle. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter either way. It'll handle like either its own entity or it'll handle the attacker. Again, I don't know why I'm handling an attacker here, but maybe it makes sense. Potentially. Let's see. Hopefully that does not spike up. This event viewer is so useful. Like, I don't know why they're deprecating it for the profiler, because I do not know how to use the profiler version. Alright, let's see this spawn massive. Oh. Oh, maybe it froze again. Oh. Hit splat. Yeah, 21. Now it's 21. It's funny because it's saying that they're rendered, but it's not actually rendering. I wonder if this is just like a camera limitation or something. Like maybe it's culling. Maybe the camera is calling them because it's definitely being rendered because the hit splats are. I wonder why that's happening. Started happening recently, honestly. Who's this guy? Like, why'd he move up here? Yeah, well that kind of resolved that. It resolved excess hit splats as well. So that's good. It's just the initial like lag of spawning everybody. That's what that was. Yeah, still got a lot to do with the combat stuff, so I'm gonna keep going. The buffs have been optimized. Like they could still be optimized a bit more, but obviously this is a way bigger fish to fry, as they say. And then a lot of damage calculations. This is checked every tick. Alright, let me push this as it is right now. Fix lag spike with too many attack sounds and splats. Alright. There's still the problem of like the overlapping sounds being way too loud, but I don't know. I have to do research on it and figure out how to do it, how to make it better. It's like fmod, lots of overlapping sounds, limit, max volume, I guess. Like I don't know. Maximum output. I can't tell if this guy's being sarcastic or not. Cause he's like, oh, why? He's like, I need to limit the output of a group. It's like, why? He's like, oh, I just wonder if there's a way to limit the output. He's like, without knowing, there's no way for us to know what advice would best help you. And he's like, I suppose I didn't say that I'm aiming to limit the output limit of the group. Is he trolling? Like, was he trolling or I don't know. That was really funny though. I worked on the mix to make sure the player hits a drum. Automate the volume of your drum beat on a global parameter. this, I think this is a better question for me. Check out sound groups in the core API. Oh, see? There are codec limits. Alright, this is a great thread for later then. Just gonna put it in here. Still way too loud with overlapping sounds. Alright, that works. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I have till like 11-ish, maybe 10:30 to 11 I will stop, so like an hour and a half left. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going because, like I said, I find this very satisfying. Performance optimization. Alright. Alright, so I guess this is the main one we gotta worry about. Alright, I wanted to do this, but honestly, it's not a huge deal right now. It's not a problem at the moment. These are the bigger problems. Like this. Has any collisions? So now we're back to the collision stuff. Tile map manager has any collision. I like very slightly improved it by doing this, but it's still wasting quite a bit of time, which I'm guessing is the world to cells, wasting a little bit of time. It's not that bad. I wonder if there's like a better has tile. Because this one, it allocates by getting this and then just checking if it's null. Sorry, my eye is itchy. Okay. Yeah, let me see if Unity has something. Tile maps, non-alloc get tile. Get tiles range non-allocated. I wish there was a ref or like a ref method or anything that makes me not generate a new vector 3 int for no reason. Tile map extras. Oh, I guess this is what I could use because there's an extension called Tile map extras and it's called grid information, and that's where you could pretty much store a bunch of data about a like a kind of like a tile map, but like just data about it. So you're not actually storing tiles and stuff. You're just storing like, oh, at this position it's a collision or something, or whatever you want it to be. So that could actually be really useful. Get tile returns asset and not instance. I wonder if I could just do this for Let's see. Item. Get tiles block. Tiles range. Use sprites, use tiles. Non-allocated. Why do I remember range being more performant, maybe? Let me see. Get tiles block versus get tiles range. So like this has tile. It's still being called a lot. And it's checking object equality. So this I could save 4 milliseconds by changing that one thing, but then it's still like this creation of this world cell thing that I cannot avoid, which is very unfortunate. Like I wish I could just pass in a ref or something so it's just not allocated. But I think with this I could probably save 5 milliseconds on this check. Or honestly, maybe just cache it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let me think about this. Yeah, really, I just feel like I can't do anything about it. And it's just like frustrating that I can't do anything about this. Unity world to cell non-allocated. Oh, maybe the grid? Could the grid have something? Just curious. Get component grid dot world to cell is probably doing the same thing. Like, you're reffing it, just let me ref it too, you know what I mean? Man. This just sucks sometimes, man. Implicit. And then this does the same thing where it's like getting world to cell itself is taking up 34 milliseconds almost. This too, at least maybe this I could do something about. Constructing vector 2. Ah, can I? Maybe. Yeah, this is just kind of shit, isn't it? It's not amazing. There's very little I can do about it, it looks like. Still, I know I sound like a broken record, but it seems like really the only way is to manage things myself. Manage collision myself at this given position. So I think let's just try doing something simple. So let's have some flags and then private enum of I don't want to call it tile flags. Tile collision flags, I don't know. And then none is 0, right? And then a collision, like a full collision would be 1. And we'll just leave it at that for now. Yeah. So here basically I would need a dictionary of vector 2 ints with the tile collision flags. Cache tile collision. This would be new. So if that contains key at this position, I guess no, sorry, try get value. Add some braces. Out flags. And flags, has flag, collision, this one. Then, oh no, I guess you would just return this. I know I could use a bool, but later on, I'm just like, later on you probably have more, could just add more to this. And it might take up more memory, but it might be worth 25 milliseconds of data. You know? So if I do this, has tile. So here basically I'm adding dot add tile position. No, I have a world to sell. Oh shit. I don't think this is gonna be accurate, is it? Okay, no, it will be. Bool has tile is this, and then here I put the actual tile position and not the cell, and then I put the result here. I think that's how it goes. Same thing with this one if it has a collision. And then I will also cache this here. And actually I can't just add it. This is if it doesn't have, because it's in a loop, so chances are, no, it's definitely all going to be on the same tile. Like, that's for sure. And then I just kind of flag it. If it has the collision, then I will add the collision flag to it. Yeah, that's kind of what I need to do. Has tile. I'm just gonna rename this too to has tile, because why not? And then it just returns the result. So the next time it checks, it'll just go through here. It'll be like, oh yeah, it has the flag, and bam. Alright, this is very, very basic checks like that, but my main concern is like it's taking up too much memory, which I hope it does not. Because it could potentially be every single tile in the game, and that's a lot of tiles. There's like millions of tiles. So who freaking knows? Alright, let's see. Should have taken a screenshot. I don't even remember what it was. Okay, it looks super low. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it was like 25 milliseconds, I believe. Did I take a picture? Did not. I believe it was 25 milliseconds just for the collision check. So honestly, that's a great improvement. and I'm fine with that, to be honest. I guess it's yeah, gotta consider like trade-offs like memory versus CPU and whatnot. If it causes memory issues, then so be it. I'll just change it back, or I'll have some sort of balance, I guess. Because the worlds are pretty big. Like one of the main island is 15 by 13, so it's gonna have 2 million entries potentially. Which I doubt it's ever gonna go that high. It's probably gonna be 2/3 at most. So still 1.2 million or something, or 1.3 actually. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good result. I'm just gonna double check. Cause I forgot honestly which one was the 25. Has collision, try get value, find entry, blah 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 blah. Oh, I guess I can optimize it a little bit by doing a 1D array. Actually, I kind of fuck with this. Ah, well, I kind of have to cache the entire array then. We'll just do a list, that'll be fine. And then I can do that index equals x plus y times width thing. Map size. All I have is the texture, I guess. Right, some maps don't have textures either. So I guess I won't pre-cache it. Shit, how am I gonna know the width then? Well, shit. How am I gonna know the width? Because, for example, this one, the underground here. God, it's so annoying. I can't freaking scroll this. Yeah, this one does not have a texture. So how could I possibly know the width then? Alright, I'll just leave it like this for now. Until I come up with a better idea. But this is definitely that's definitely the approach that I would want to take. Because that's how I do it for pretty much everything else. But yeah. I just wanted to make sure if it was actually a huge save. Because I think bringing it down from 25 milliseconds to 4? That's pretty damn good. That's pretty darn good, brother. Let's check it out. yeah, looks like it. Could already see the peaks being huge. Yeah, 21 milliseconds. And that's for half. That's half the attacks. Gotta wait for it to build up a little bit more. Yeah, I can't remember if I waited for it to build up. 800. Damn, 800, 900 almost is 40 milliseconds. Hold on, yeah, let me give it a second to build. Make sure everyone's fighting. Alright, 1,000. 45 milliseconds. Impeccable. I guess it's also slightly higher because I'm doing all that dictionary stuff. Okay, yeah, so let's cut down. Yeah, so minus 16, so it's 29 milliseconds actually. And then some other stuff going on here. I think that's the main one. So yeah, let's say 29 milliseconds. Actually, and then I'll put this back in. Did I take a picture? Yes, I did. Yeah. Has any collision went all the way down to 4. That's pretty good. Only so much you could do with like thousands of network, 1,000 even network objects. Like, there's only so much you could squeeze out of it. But these are very minor optimizations. You could see like, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm letting it build. Has any collision? 2.6 milliseconds now. Okay, that's, I consider that hugely optimized at this point. So I'm very happy about that. Especially, yeah, over time it's even better because you're like obviously checking the same tiles over and over again instead of caching new ones. You're not gonna fight people at every square inch of the map, you know? So I think memory concerns aren't too bad. At the moment, at least. We'll have to see it in practice, but I think it'll be fine. Um, yeah, 4, almost 3.5 milliseconds. That's very good. Alright, now it's this thing. I'm also centering. Doing a bunch of nonsense here. Alright, so that's another optimization right there. Beautiful. Yeah. Let's do one more thing. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. And then I think I'm good. If it has tile, then you add this. Otherwise you leave it. Okay. It looks right. So, yeah, just gonna leave that. Okay, let's do this one now. Because the line of sight code is still pretty bad in general. Like the combat code is still heavy even after all of that. Do damage 50. Applying the damage takes 50 kilobytes. That's amazing. Okay, so it's adding. It's the addition of stuff. I think this add. Let me see. I think this adding is part of the damage like history. Take a damage. Yeah, it's adding it to the damage log. And the damage log is used for lots of things. Mainly for the item drop to see who gets the items like in a multi-combat scenario. This comment is no longer relevant. That's a heal. Oh, it's also used for targeting for enemies. So like if they lose a target, then they attack like whichever one is at the top of their list, I suppose. And then I can use this for aggro later. If I'm gonna add like an aggro mechanic, should be easy to add with this information. So I think in general it's quite a useful thing to have. And the resizing is the main issue, it looks like, right? So I wonder if it's worth, I don't even know, like pre-initializing the size to maybe like 50 or 100 damage logs. Because I doubt very few very few like battles will go longer than 100 hits. I figure most people will be killing stuff that they could kill quickly so they could make money or gain XP and things like that. And then really the only thing I can think of are like bosses. So I guess I could initialize it with like 50, I guess. Maybe even less, honestly. Let's just do 40 then. Because it also includes zeros, as this says. Does it need zeros? Yeah, I guess it does, because it could miss, but it could also apply a status or something. Like, it has all the information, so I'd rather not get rid of any information if I can. Does clear, like, reset? Oh, it does reset the size, actually. So maybe I'll actually initialize it here. Once the object starts. And then hopefully that'll get rid of all of that garbage. Because otherwise, if the RPCs are... It's a lot of RPCs being sent. So 7 milliseconds to send like... How many invocations? 130 RPCs? Like, I feel like that's not too bad. I wish it was faster. But that's not really... It's not really up to me. Unless I edit the network solution myself, but I don't really want to do that. Plus I'm on an older version too, so maybe optimizations were already made in the newer version. Alright, let's try this. And I forgot to take a screenshot again. That's okay. It was taking like what, 50 kilobytes? Excuse me. I think it was taking like 50 something kilobytes just from the stupid log resizing. I'm glad I fixed that freezing because that was super annoying. Let it run for another few seconds. Make sure everyone's attacking. And keep in mind, this is like a worst case scenario. So this is 1,000 players with statuses, potentially moving around and all attacking at the same time. Like this is worst case scenario type stuff. I imagine half the players don't do battle. Like maybe they just do regular stuff. But anyway, it looks better? I don't know. I messed up by not taking a screenshot. I mean, the garbage is gone. That was the main... The GC allocation is gone, so that was the goal, I guess. Right, because only a handful of them actually reach the damage dealing phase. Let me keep it going. I wonder what this spike is. I mean, I know what it is, but it's catching up, but still. Just curious. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. Pretty good for now. Still gotta optimize this line of sight stuff, but honestly, I've had enough with this line of sight stuff for today. This is server check is always like, is it the... That's one thing I learned was just that server attribute on stuff kind of adds, like forces that check-in, and that's not optimal at this scale. It's like taking 4 milliseconds just for a server check when it doesn't need one. It's this one. Yeah, so if I literally take out this attribute, check this out. If I just take out the attribute, that whole thing is going to be gone, and then it's going to drop by whatever 3.5 milliseconds. I'm not sure if it gets stripped in the like build code or not, but yeah, just to be sure. Because I know it's happening on the server. I have it being stripped over there. Okay. Spawn massive. Let's see. So it was combat state can attack was 46 milliseconds, and now let it run for a little bit longer. Let's get the big peak. Still 46. Great. That's wonderful. But yeah, you can see the check is not here anymore. So yeah, that those milliseconds are long obtained. Alright, this is small stuff, small. Reset last attack tick. Why is this allocating? Oh, to try get status effect. Okay, yeah. Never mind. I know how to fix that. Let's see. What else would be next? I guess getting the tile position and stuff. Like this kind of stuff I could cache because I only have a cur pause it's called, but it's just the current position of the entity like in like centered in unity units. So it's like 3.5, 4.5, but I could when that's changed, I could just calculate it from that um, instead of calculating it on the fly every single time. Though that's part of the tile object, so the tile object could be tile pause like this. Yeah, and it's kind of flooring stuff. Um, yeah, the only implication I could think of is skilling nodes, because they're kind of spawned in when the server starts. So anyway, I think I'm done for today. So thank you for stopping by and being on this treacherous journey with me. And yeah, see you later.